Hi students, welcome you all. Most students find division slow and confusing, but with the right tricks you can check any division in seconds. Welcome you all for Easy Math with Siri. In this video, I will teach you divisibility rules from 1 to 15 using simple method which are clear, fast and perfect for exams. Without wasting time, let's begin. Now, instead of memorizing 15 rules for 15 numbers, we will learn them in a groups. This makes divisibility very easy and fast. So we'll go to the which are those five groups. Group 1 is n digit rule and group 2 is last digit rule. Group 3 digit sum rule and group 4 is combination rule and the last group is group 5, that is special rule. So now you came to know what are the different groups, but which number comes under this groups we don't know, right? In n digit rule 2, 5 and 10 will come, and in last digit rule the 4 and 8 will come, and in the digit sum rule we'll get 3 and 9, whereas in combination rule we'll get 6, 12, 14 and 15, whereas in special rule 7, 11 and 13. So these are the numbers which comes under in this group, and how to identify the longer number whether it's divisible by these numbers we'll study next. First group, that's group 1 and digit rule. So what are the numbers comes? 2, 5 and 10. So if n digit contains 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, the entire number goes with a 2. Whereas for the 5, the end digit should be 0 or 5. Whereas for the 10, the entire digit will go if the digit contains 0. So for example, if you are going 1372, so end digit is 2, so this digit will go with a 2. For the 5, let's consider example of 1735. So end digit is 5. So this number goes with a 5. Let's check that. So if you are dividing by a 5, so it is 5 3s are 15, 2 carry, 5 4s are 20, 3 carry and 5 7s are. So we came to net 1735 goes with a 5 without dividing by just seeing the digit rule. Similarly for the 10, for example, if you are taking 17320, so it's a big number, but the end digit is 0. So it goes with a 10. So for example, if you are dividing by 10, so you can cancel this and you will get the answer as 1732, right? So just by seeing the end digits, we can judge that whether that entire number divides by 2, 5 or 10 will come under the end digit rule. The second group, that is group 2, what we name it as last digits rule, right? So what do you mean by last digits rule? We'll understand now. So what are the numbers comes here? The 4 and 8, right? So the last two digits, if you are checking, if it is goes with a 4, then entire number goes with a 4. Similarly for the 8, then you have to check last three digits, whether if the last three digit if is going with the 8, then entire number is divisible by 8. Let's go with the example. Let's check for the 4. So if you are considering 624, so if you are observing the last two digits, that's 24, right? So 24 goes with a 4, right? 4 6 is 24. By seeing the last two digits, we came to know that it divides by 4, but we are not sure because some people doubt that. So if you are considering by the long division method, 624 divided by 4, right? So if we take 6, 4 ones are 4, right? So what is the carry? 2. So next 2. So 4 5 is 20. So what is the remainder? 2. So now take the 4, 24. 4 6 is 24. So what the remainder? 0. So by long divisibility rule, it takes a lot of time. But if you are going with the last digit rule, it's very easy to judge whether it goes with a 4 or not. Similarly, let's consider an example for the 8. So we'll take the example of 15,280, right? If we are taking the 280, whether it's divided by 8 or not, we have to check, right? So 8 4 is 24, 4 carry and 45. So 280 goes with the 8. So 15,280 is also goes with the 8. So this is the last digit rule. Next, we'll consider group 3. So what is group 3? Group 3 is digit sum rule, right? So what are the numbers comes under this? That is 3 and 9, right? So what is this? If you are adding all digits in it, if that summation goes with a 3, then entire number goes with 3. Similarly for the 9, since digit sum rule, so we have to add all the digits. If that number goes with a 9, then entire number goes with a 9. So for example, if you are considering for 3, if you are taking 263, right? So 2 plus 6 plus 3. So 2 plus 6 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11, whereas this is not dividing by 3, so this number will not go with the 3. So similarly, if you are considering the other number like 276, if you are going 2 plus 7 plus 6, right? 2 plus 7 is 9, 9 plus 6 is 15, and 15 goes with the 3, so 276 is divisible by 3. This is how we have to check whether the given number is divisible by 3 or not. We have to add all the digits and we have to check the end sum by adding those digits. If it is divisible by 3, then entire number is divisible by 3. Similarly for the 9 also, for example, if you are taking 1, 2, 7, 8, right? So we have to add the digits 1 plus 2 plus 7 plus 8. So 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 7 is 10 and 10 plus 8 is 18, and we know that it is 9 2 is 18. So entire number is divisible by 9. If you are checking that 1, 2, 7, 8 by 9, 9 1 is 9, so 3 carry, 9 4 is 36, 1 carry, so 9 2 So by seeing just adding the numbers and whether that number goes with a 9, we can judge the entire digits or entire given number, whatever may be the length, will go by 9 or 3. We can judge by digit sum rule. Next, the group 4. So what is the group 4? That is combination rules, right? So what do you mean by combination? So combination of any two numbers, if we can say it as a combination rule. So numbers comes under is 6, 12, 14 and 15, right? So if the given number divides by 2 and 3, then it goes with a 6. Similarly for the 12, if it is goes with 2 and 6, so entire number divided by 12. Similarly for the 14, you should go with a 2 and 7. Whereas 15, if you are going, it is showed the entire number, if it is passing the criteria of divisibility rule of 3 and 5, so entire digits goes with the 5. Now let's check with the example for the 6. So let's take the example of 336, right? So what is the divisibility rule of 2, right? It end digit should end with a 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0. So here it is ending with a 6. So it's passed the criteria for the number 2. Or next, what is the divisibility rule of 3? We know that summation of all those digits should pass with a 3, right? So 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 12. So 12 is divided by 3. So since 336 is passing the criteria for 2 and 3, so it goes with 6 as well. So if you are dividing 336 by 6, so 6 5 is 30, 3 carry and 6 6 is 36. So 336 divided by 6 is 56. Just by checking whether it goes with a 2 or 3, we can judge that it goes with a 6 or not. So next, considering the 2, so it is a combination of 2 and 6, right? So example, if you are going, so what example we'll take? We'll take it as 252. So since the end digit is a even number, so it goes with a 2. and 2 plus 5 plus 2 is 9. So it goes with a 3 as well. So since 2 and 3 it goes, so it will go with a 6 also. You can say that number is divisible by 12. So 252 divided by 12 if you are doing, so 12 2 is 24, 1 carry and 1 sir. Similarly, if you are going for the digit 14, so it should be divided by the 2 as well as 7. The example for that is 308, right? So 2 we goes as the even number is there, and 7 will learn the divisibility rule for the 7 in the group 5. But if you are checking here 308 by 7, so 7 4 is 28, 2 carry 740. Since it passes the criteria for 2 and 7, this number is divisible by 14. So next, if you are going with the 15, so we know that it should pass with a 3 and 5. So if you are considering the number 525, right? So since the end digit is 5, it goes with a 5. If you are adding 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 5 is 12, and we know that 12 is divisible by 3, so it goes with 3 as well. So since the number is divided by 5 and 3, so this number is divided by 15 also by combination rules. Next is group 5, that is special role group or special group. So numbers comes under is 7, 11 and 13, right? So we'll understand them separately. So first consider 7. So before explaining the what rules we have to follow, let's go with the example so that we can understand it better. So consider an example of 294. I don't know whether 294 is divisible by 7 or not, right? So for that, what rules we have to follow is we have to take the last digit and we have to double it. So when you are taking the last digit, that's 4. When you are doubling, we'll get the 8. And after removing this 4, the remaining is 29. So we have to subtract this product in this. So 29 minus 8 is 21. And we know that 21 is divisible by 7, right? So since this is passing the criteria, so 294 is also divisible by 7. So what we have to do? We have to take the end digit of that number, we have to double that, and we have to subtract that with the remaining number. If that end, after subtracting whatever we get, if that is divisible by 7, then entire digit goes with a 7, right? This is the divisibility rule for 7. Next, for the 11, if you are considering, what we have to go for this is we have to add odd and even positioning numbers, right? And subtract that value. If you are getting 0 or multiple of 11, then entire number is divisible by 11. Understand this with an example. So if you are considering 2574, so if you are going with that, 2 and 7 are in the even position. If you are coming from the digit place, so add that. So what is that we are getting? 9. And if you are adding the odd positioning system or alternative numbers, so 5 plus 4 is 9. If you are subtracting this, the addition of a even position number to the odd position number, if you get 0 or 11 multiples, then the entire digit goes with a 11. So if you are checking that 2574 by 11, so we know that 11 2 is 22. What's the remainder? We'll get 3. And 11 3 is 33. What's the remainder? We'll get it as 4. So 234 is the answer for this. So without going for the long division method, but just by adding even position or odd position, or we can say it is alternative numbers, and if you are subtracting that sum, we are getting it 0 or multiple of 11, we can say that entire digit goes with a 11. So next, if you are considering for the 13, right, 13 is a prime number. So what we have to do is we have to, let's go with the example here as well. So if you are considering 1105, so what we have to do in the 13 divisibility rule is we have to take the last digit and we have to multiply of by 4 or 4 times of that. So whatever the product we are getting, we have to add that to the remaining things. So what is the remaining here? 110. So if we are adding 20 to that, so what will get? 130, right? So we know that 130 is divisible by 13. So if it is passing that criteria, we can say that the entire digit is divisible by 13. So just recall, I will tell for the special rules. For the 7, we have to take the last digit and we have to double it, and then we have to subtract it from the remaining numbers. If the final value goes with the 7, then the entire number is also goes with the 7. And for the 11, we have to add alternative numbers, that's even an odd position number, and then we have to subtract that summations. And if you are getting that summation as 0 or a multiple of 11, then the entire number goes with the 11. For 13, we have to take the end digit and we have to multiply 4 times for that. So whatever the value we'll get, we have to add to the remaining number. If the end value is divisible by 13, then the entire number goes with the 13 as well. So now you have learned all divisibility rules from 1 to 15 using group method, right? If you remember these groups, you need not to memorize individual rules. This will save your time as well as reduce the mistakes, especially in the exams. If this video helped you, please like and share the video and also subscribe to my channel.